and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Rudy Gobert.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Well, Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
And there is an undeniable swagger to Russell's game. He plays with a ton of confidence and knows what he can do out there.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team foul. At the line. Shoot.
Free throw is good from Russell. And here's Minnesota now. About a minute into this first quarter. Edwards against Johnson. 6 to shoot. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And he drops it first. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Outside Conley. From behind the arc. Outside for Randle. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Russell finds Johnson. Back to Russell. Over Conley. The shot by Russell, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Conley against Russell.
Next foul. Lewis. First personal foul. Team second.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And Minnesota with possession here. From deep, Conley. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Edwards. The Nets making their last shot. Nails it from 3. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
It's halftime, man. Here we go. Brooklyn Zone. Team fight. Attention fans. Now on the court is your home squad. Get loud and let them hear you. All right, man. Who needs attention? Come on. Let me hear you.
past 10 games, here are the small forwards leading the position in field goal percentage. You look at McDaniels. Right now, he's second in the league in field goal percentage.
And this group does a great job of staying in attack mode. I mean, you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
Yeah, as a wing, it can be hard to hit your shots at a high rate. I applaud this group for playing smart basketball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Here's Conley. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Randall with it. He's against Watford. Randall can't hit.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Minnesota leading by 5. Right side Conley. Outside McDaniels. Randall outside. Back to Daniels. Pass to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Watford with it. He's picked up by Conley. Claxton up top. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the score by Minnesota. Left side, Edwards. Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Come on, everybody. You get to see yourself on the big screen and show us your best move. Come on, let's go.
And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. You take a look at the Nets, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft.
I think for the Nets, this is not where they wanted to be at this point in the season. It looks like there's a pretty sizable talent gap between them and the real contenders.
Yeah, well, the franchise is in flux a little bit, and anyone who's faced a rebuild knows how frustrating it can be.
There's a screen. He's guarded by Conley. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Offensive rebound. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Back to Conley. McDaniels from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
He's guarded by Conley. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
He's off on the first.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Nets trail by 15. Pass to Whitehead. Here's a warm-up. Driving to the basket. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
The free throw drops for Randle.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Conley, coming in off 12 points in his last outing.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
Pass to Beekman.
Watch the screen.
Over to the wing. Good on the bucket. Here's Conley. No points so far. Randle outside. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Hit me, I'm open.
There's the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Conley on the attack. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Well, if you want long-range aces, look no further than this list of the top three-point shooters since the All-Star break. Naz Reid is second.
He's been a man on a mission since the All-Star break, especially with how he's shooting the 3-ball right now.
Oh, got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year, because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
Pass to Beekman. Here's Awoma. The three is up. Alexander Walker grabs a board. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Takes the three, hits a three-pointer.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Whitehead.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Pass to Beekman. Timmy. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Off target with the three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
They set a pick. Awoma fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Miller outside. Reid sets a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets trail by 17. Here's Awoma. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Here's Awoma. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Great D that time from Miller. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. It's Minnesota just dominating this one. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. The Timberwolves lead by 23.
Stay out here.
DiVincenzo with it. Right side Reid.
I see him.
Oh, there's the alley. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Watford. Here's Lewis. The three is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Gobert with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. And he jams it home with authority.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Lewis. Claxton a screen on McDaniels. That shot is good, Lewis.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
For three, DiVincenzo. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Watford. Now Johnson. Here's Lewis. Three-pointer off the mark. Now here's DiVincenzo. The D's right on him. And we're going to have a jump ball. Reed passes to Gobert. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Nets trail by 19. Outside Johnson. Knocks it loose. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Gobert. Over Claxton. Gobert. That's good. Gobert's got 8.
Yeah, the defense will live with that shot, but give Gobert credit for extending his range.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Give it up for Team Height.
Awoma, he's checked in for Whitehead. Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Here's Awoma. Claxton a screen on Conley. Pass to Claxton. Watford right side. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Awoma missing. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's Edwards. And Watford pulls it down. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Watford gets the bucket. Watford's got his first points of the night. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside Reed. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. Shoots over Johnson. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Edwards got 14 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Awoma. Now Claxton. Pass to Lewis. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Watford. Counted from distance. Watford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Conley passes to Edwards. Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Johnson. Conley with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 18. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels can't hit. Brooklyn has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Watford outside. Now here's Conley, still without a bucket. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Over Claxton. Reed can't hit. Nets trail by 18. Watford with a screen. Inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Russell's checked in for Brooklyn.
Team foul.
One shot.
And at the line, one time. Trendon Watford.
And the free throw, no good. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. And it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Throw good, Edwards.
But what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 18. Pass to Whitehead. To the wing on the left. And there's the screen from deep. And the Nets miss again.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Reed finds McDaniels. Edwards with it. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Out left to the wing. To the middle. It's tipped. No luck on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Brooklyn foul.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
It's time for team height. Get loud, fans. On the court, your host squad. Here we go, fans. It's time for DJ.
Clark is checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Conley. All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. In the third spot, Minnesota.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Here's Clark. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Left side Reed puts the fadeaway right on the money.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark.
Basketball. Timberwolves substitution. Luka Garza. Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Uwoma. Garza grabs the board.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. There's a screen. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Awoma. Clock at 6. The 3 ball sinks the tray. Awoma's got 7 points in the game.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Edwards. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Here's Awoma. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Awoma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, yo, right here.
And here's Edwards outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
The 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip.
Well, Garden Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the floor.
And that one falls for Reed. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Here's Awoma. 9 points in the game. And there's a pick. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Now here's Conley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
And he makes the first.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. And Conley drops them both.
Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now.
Pass to Awoma. Randall with a steal. Conley finds Randall. Here's Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. They get it again. Gobert, that's good. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Here's Beekman. He's guarded by Conley. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Awoma. Shoots over Randall. Awoma, that's good. Awoma's got 14 points for the game. Outside Conley. And he lobs it up. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Beekman. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
61.
Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. In the East, Paolo Banchero.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And Russell's got the ball here for the Nets. They've got Johnson. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Lewis in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. Now here's McDaniels. Conley passes to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Randall a screen on Johnson. Edwards for 3. Drills it from deep. Edwards has got 26 points.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Watford. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Edwards gets the bucket.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Pass to Lewis. And here's Watford. Russell with the ball. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Lewis. Here's Watford. No good from outside. Now Randall. The 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Lewis. McDaniels covering. Johnson passes to Watford. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton. At the line, 1 time.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Here's Russell. Count the basket. Russell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Back to Conley. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
All right, fans. It's time for the dance dance. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Everybody get there. Come on. You need dance lessons. Definitely. Let's go. Don't be shy.
And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Watford gets the bucket. Watford's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Randall. Give him 8 points now. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Superior strength on display. Randall just refusing to let the defense slow him down there.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's go, everyone. I need it to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets.
So both teams changing it up here. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Brooklyn's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Whitehead passes to Johnson. Here's Lewis. McDaniels covering. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Lewis. Watford outside. Johnson with it. Here's Whitehead. Some solid defense from Edwards. DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Left side McDaniels, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Now into the lineup for your next number 10, Parsons Etienne.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And that one's good. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Watford outside. and makes it with the kiss. 6 points for him.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Edwards, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Free throw good, Edwards. So the Nets making a switch here. Awoma's checked in. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. From downtown, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
That free throw no good from DiVincenzo.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Both free throws good from DiVincenzo. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Awoma. McDaniels covering. Timmy. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Timmy.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Awoma. Launches the 3. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
Shooting from Minnesota.
1 shot.
Anthony Edwards. 1 time from the line.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Pass to Awoma. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. Doesn't go for him. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Now Gobert. Outside for Randall. Oh, it's stolen away. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Picked by Gobert. Takes the 3. The kick out to Edwards. He buries it from 3. Edwards has got 41.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Pass to Awoma. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Randall finds Edwards. Count it. Good.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Beekman. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Fourth personal foul.
And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. Second is Rudy Gobert.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Minnesota's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. Outside, DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. Here's Garza. He's guarded by Claxton. The 15-footer. Garza's shot is good. Garza's got his first basket.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Claxton, a screen on Reed. Down low. They need this. And the layup is good. Claxton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Garza. Over Claxton. The shot by Garza, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Minnesota shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Here's Alexander Walker. Good on the 13-footer. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in the game.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
The shot by Garza, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's the pick. Here's Uwoma. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Out to DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. DiVincenzo's got 7 points for the quarter. Pass to Uwoma. Claxton, a screen on Reed. Uwoma tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. No good on the second free throw. Well, Brooklyn's shooting about 53% in the third, a very good number.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Minot's checked in for Ingles.
One shot.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo, the pass to Reed. Goes up from the block, and he gets that one.
Nas Reed.
Reed's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Nas Reed out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. So it's Brooklyn now. Pass to Iwoma. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nas Reed. That's his third foul of the game. And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets, all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Iwoma. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards with it. Now Reed. Watford covering. To the middle. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Reed. Edwards got 45 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Iwoma. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. And Conley drops them both.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
Here's Iwoma.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Team seconds. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Iwoma. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Good on both. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Awoma, that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Lewis. To the left wing. And there's the screen. He shoots it. And it's Awoma missing.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Watford. Pass to Awoma. 5 to shoot. Over Edwards. And it's Awoma missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there. What a statement by Naz Reid, showing you what happens when his team is in rhythm like this.
Here's Lewis. He's guarded by Conley. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, Conley was drafted all the way back in 2007, a time when we saw a lot more mid-range jumpers.
Puts up a three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Reed. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going. Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reid's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
Whitehead, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Reid nails them both. Brooklyn has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Inside, out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Beyond the arc. Rebound Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers. Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Conley passes to Gobert. It's deflected. Here's Lewis. Out to the wing. Here's Whitehead. He drops it from range. Whitehead's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. The Nets have gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. No good with the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the 4th. McDaniels. And that one comes up a bit short.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Awoma, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards, picked by Gobert. Fires, high post. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards has got 49 in the game.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Lewis passes to Watford. Right wing, shot is up. Lewis can't get it to go. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Shot clock at 6. Awoma, that's good. Awoma's got 17 now, just in the second half.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Randall, the pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. This one for 3. And good! There's another!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Watford. Here's Awoma. Back to Watford. Intercepted! And now the T-Wolves on the break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And he drives in. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Flashing his athleticism on the drive. I like when McDaniels takes initiative on offense.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's Whitehead.
Fourth quarter.
5 on the clock. Pass to Lewis. 4-3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Puts it up from 12. The kick out to Edwards. Now here's Randall. Here's Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the bucket by Brooklyn.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Awoma. Screen by Claxton. From the top of the key, here's Lewis. Misses the shot. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent.